Ready?
Yeah.
What's up, Raider Nation? This is Raider Rich.
Noah.
Week 4, Oakland Raiders against Denver Broncos. This game is a pretty much must-win for us. We're both 2-1. We really don't want to fall 2-2. It's still early in the season. You know, it won't really affect us that much, but it is a divisional game. It's a rivalry game. So it's a pretty much must-win, and especially after our last game against the Redskins, where we came out looking like shit. We gotta show the world that was on national TV that wasn't us. You know, that was just a bad game. We're from Denver. We're from Colorado. We're filming this from Colorado, so we hear it all week about Denver Bronco fans. You know what I mean? So that's why we look forward to this game. He's gonna go to the game today. I think we just gotta come out and play good.
Yeah, it's these divisional games that at the end of the season they'll come back and haunt you because, I don't know, it's just a big game.
Especially if Kansas City, Denver, and Raiders, who knows, even San Diego might get it together later, but to win the division, you know what I mean? It might only be one spot coming out of our division, and it might be the division leader. And if you lose these division games, you're not going to win the division. You know what I mean? It comes down to tiebreakers.
Yeah.
So that's why it's pretty crucial.
So
we want to give him the injury report.
yeah, we don't have the injury report, but Crabtree, he's listed as doubtful.
He got downgraded to doubtful.
So that's pretty much like an 80% chance.
I don't think he's going to play. Tell you the truth, guys. If he's not going to be 100%, I think they'll hold him out. You know, I mean, why get him hurt and make him lose more games during the rest of the year? So I think they're going to sit him, and hopefully he'll be ready to go next week.
That's a big injury.
That is a big injury. We've been stopping the run pretty good on defense. It's just that running back out of the backfield we haven't been stopping.
They're down still.
So our linebackers got to pick up those running backs coming out of the backfield. But I think if we could get our running game going, which is going to make Denver pull in their linebackers
That'll
and stuff, open up the middle of the field for Cook, Cordell Patterson. I think we'll have it's going to be a good game. You know, Denver, don't get me wrong, I hate them, but they do have a good defense, and their offense is playing a lot better than everyone thought they were. You know, they're running good, and Simeon's passing better than he did last year. But as you can see in last game against Buffalo, if you shut down the run and you put the game all on him, he'll make some bad decisions. So I'm thinking, you know, as long as we can stop them, we got to stop them early. You know, we can't let them get into their rhythm where they're busting off 20-yard runs, 15-yard runs. We got to stop them early and get them just to pass. I think we'll have a better shot at playing them. But it's going to be a good game, guys. Really good game.
Yeah.
My prediction, I say it's going to be like 21-17 Raiders win.
Yeah. Another injury is Garyon Conley. He's questionable. Who else was there?
I know Cooper was limited in practice with his knee.
He'll probably play, though.
He'll play, though. He's been like that all season. Like, the keys to the game, like I said before, I think it's going to be our offensive line. They've got to protect Carr better. They didn't give him no time. And they got open holes for our running backs.
I think the second key is our special teams need to make some plays because their defense is good, so somebody else needs to make some plays. And I think Cordell Patterson could maybe have a good punt return or kick return. I think that'll be key today.
And King, which he's been doing all year, but pin him back.
Just keep doing
You know what I mean? Let's win the field position battle. Because like I said, you know what I mean, we're not gonna blow them up and score fucking 30 points or nothing. I don't believe. I hope we do, but I don't believe it just because they are a good defense. So, like you said, special teams gonna be a key. You know, so we just gotta win the special teams battle. You know, win the field position battle. Keep them, you know, on their side of the field. And third of all, goal, Carr needs to bounce back. Carr had, I think it was like his second worst game as a professional. We were 0 for 11 on third down, guys. 0 for 11. We were 1 for 2 on fourth downs or something. You know, you can't win not one game 0 for 11. You can't even beat the Browns 0 for 11, guys. So, you know, and you can't blame it all on Carr.
Yeah, I think our whole team needs
Our whole team just didn't play good. You know, we had key drops. Line wasn't blocking. Carr, it seemed like he was rushing his throws when he shouldn't have. But anyway, you know, everybody has bad games. That was our bad game. Get it out of the way. I think Carr needs to come back and have a good game too. And he's a smart guy with the ball. You know, that's uncharacteristic of him getting sacked that many 4 times and throwing 2 interceptions. That's not Carr. You know what I mean? The Carr that we know protects the ball and gets rid of it really fast within under 2 seconds. And I think this is the game where he'll get back to that. He knows he can't hold on to the ball, especially with Von Miller coming around the edge. So I'm looking for Carr to step up and have a good game.
Yeah.
But like I said, we had such a bad performance. And they did too, but they didn't lose by as much as us, and they didn't get embarrassed on national TV. So I think we're going to play that much better on a chip on our shoulder.
Yeah.
And we have to. This is a home game for them, though. You know, they've had 3 home games. They're 2-1. Oh, this is their 3rd home game. They won both home games, so they lost their away game. You know,
Their crowd is loud.
yeah, exactly. They do have a home field advantage there, but our team, that wasn't us last week, so we're gonna come out and play tough. We're probably gonna do a halftime show because he's gonna go to the game. Hopefully, it's gonna be a Raider win, baby. Like I said, 21-17. Let's go, Raider Nation. See you after the game. What's up, Raider Nation? It's Raider Rich.
Noah.
Coming to you at the end of the game. Raiders lost. We're 2-2. We lost 16-10 to Denver. In Denver. Started off pretty bad. Couldn't complete a 3rd down. Our defense came in good though. First series got a sack. Edwards and Mack, man, they were dominant. And Corey James too. Corey James was pretty steady out there. But Carr threw a nice touchdown pass. That was nice, 64 yards. That was a 99-yard drive that we did on him, which was cool. And I thought we got some momentum. I thought we should have kicked a field goal. When we were down 10-0, we went for it in 4th and 1. I thought we should have kicked a field goal just to get some points on there. And if we would have went into halftime 10-10, but, you know, it is what it is. Another call I disagree with is that punt, that fake punt. We shouldn't have faked it, especially where we were at, and it was 4th and 11. You know, you got to catch them off guard. I kind of think they were expecting it because we didn't fool them. You know, King is a very athletic guy. He's fast. But you got to know when to do it, and I just thought that time wasn't very good, especially where they're at. We didn't lose no points, though, because they missed a field goal on that drive, but still, you got to play good football, especially when you're playing at home, good defense. When they're at home, on good defense and stuff. I don't know, but, you know, our defense did show up. You know, we held them. They were in the red zone 4 times. We held them to 4 field goals, so that's a plus. Coming with the banged-up secondary, I thought Simeon was going to throw all over us. We held him 179 yards or something? Read some of the stats. He's going to read you some of the stats.
Yeah, for the Raiders, Carr was 10 of 18, 143 yards. He went injured, but they said
got
he just got
end of
back
the 3rd.
spasms.
Yeah, it's just they say it's just back spasm, so hopefully he'll be back, be ready to go against the Ravens.
Yeah. Manuel actually came in there, and I thought we'd have a chance to win right there.
Yeah, he had a chance. You know, when he first came in, he was 8 for 8, and he was leading our team down there. You know what I mean? It didn't seem like the defense played better. The offense was moving the ball. It seemed like he gave us a little bit of a spark. No, I'm not saying that he's better than Carr by any means. You know, Carr's our guy. But it's good to know that if we need a backup to come in, that he's capable of coming in and moving the ball around. You know what I mean? That was pretty good to see.
Our run game was non-existent.
Again, 2 weeks in a row, you know what I mean?
Colt Holton was our leading receiver. Seth Roberts, 4 catches, 49 yards.
Before you go, though, if you guys missed that Holton touchdown catch, Google it, look it on YouTube or something, watch that catch, man. That was perfect. Carr threw a perfect, nice catch to Holton over the shoulder, adjusted to it. That was a nice catch. Sorry, go ahead.
Cooper only had 2 catches, another drop.
Yeah, that drop, that was his fault. But, you know what I mean, as far as only getting 2 catches, they double-teamed him all day. All day. They even kept saying it over the broadcast. He was his man was covering him, and they had a safety line up over him all day, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to get him the ball when they're double covered. But, you know, that drop, it's already 7 in the NFL. He leads the NFL. And being a top receiver you're supposed to be, you can't drop those, man. You're not even supposed to have 7 drops in a whole season, and he has it in the first 4 games. So he needs to pick that shit up, man.
Our offense is not there again like last week. I don't know what it is.
You know, and I knew it was going to not be scoring 30 points, but I thought we would score more than 10, bro. The last 2 weeks, we've only scored 20 points. Our first 2 games, we scored over 70, and our last 2, we only scored over 20. You know, I knew Denver would be tough. You know, they're home. They're coming off a loss. It's a division game. They're the number 1 defense against the run. They're no-fly zone. You know, all that stuff. But still, you know what I mean? We can't.
Good offenses are.
Yeah, good offenses
should be able to beat good
Yeah,
defenses.
you know, you do what you got to do to win the game. You know what I mean? I don't know. We have 3 games at home right now. We need to take 1 game at a time. We can't fucking look ahead and say, oh, you know, this and that. We got to take 1 week at a time. But we need these 3 wins, guys.
Yeah, 2-2 is not a good feeling, but it's still very early on in the season.
It's nothing to worry about. You know, everybody, you know, when they were predicting the season, you know, a lot of people were saying 11-5, 12-4. So we're still on pace to get that. You know what I mean? I'm like you said, it's still early in the season where I'm not worried yet.
It just sucks.
But if people are going to start playing us, and I don't know what's going on with our offense, you know, stopping the run the way they are, you know, it's a copycat league. You know, once one team does it, the next team copies them, the next team copies them. You know, so if they do come up and try to stop our run, we just gotta fucking pass, man. We just gotta give Carr a little bit more time, and Carr's gotta make a little bit more better choices. But I thought for all in all, it was a loss. Losses suck, but we played a lot better than what it shows, man. We had the ball there. We had the ball game, a chance to win it. We played by far not a very good game, you know. And to think about how bad we played, and we still had a chance to win that game at the end, that says a lot about our team. You know what I mean? We just got to start putting some games together. And right now we have 3 at home. This is where we got to start putting some games together.
If we win these 3, we're right back in it.
We're right back in it, exactly. And then we start getting our fucking mojo back and start playing like we're supposed to play. Start playing some Raider football.
Right now our confidence is just so low right now.
Exactly. And we're, like I said, you know, Amerson went out the first quarter with concussion. Hopefully he's better, comes back and plays next week. Conley with shin splints again or whatever shins. Hope he plays. You know, he had that 1 good game against the Jets, and then he hasn't really played since then. You know what I mean? That's so kind of sucks when you were expecting your help from your number 1 pick, and he's not even out there. But what the good thing is, you know, we are getting some pressure up front. It's not just Mac. You know, Edwards is playing good. You know, Vanderbilt is getting some pressure up and stuff. Bruce Irving finally got a sack. You know, he probably finally showed up a little bit. But what more can you say about Mac, man? That boy was all over the field. They even kept saying it over the broadcast. If it wasn't for Mac and Edwards, Raiders would have been blown out of this game. Mac keeps stepping up whenever we need him, man. And he's, you know, he's what we need, man. We just need some help, somebody to help him.
When going into the season, we thought our defense was going to be bad and our offense was going to be good, and it was like that for the first 2
couple
weeks.
weeks, yeah.
But the last 2 weeks has been the opposite.
Exactly. Our defense has been trying to keep us in. Because obviously that Redskins game, if our defense wouldn't have played, that should have been 52-0, you know. But and like this game, we held the Broncos to 16 points, man. We should have. You hold them under 20. Our offense should be able to score over 21 points easy.
We held their run game for being the number 1 rush offense.
Yeah, number 1 rush. They had 143 yards total rushing, but they had that 1 run. It was like 50-something yards. You take that 1 run out, they were under 100 yards rushing. You know, what else more can you ask for your defense? We held them under 200 yards passing and 100 yards rushing. You can't ask for much more from your defense from that. On the road, in a loud-ass stadium. He went to the game. It was loud as hell on TV. Was it loud there?
Yeah. It was loud. So we just need to get our offense going again. I'm not really scared, but
right here,
2-2 just sucks.
it really sucks. You know, like I said, you know, it's a bad feeling. I mean, now we got to go. Like we said earlier, we're from Denver, so now we got to go all week listening to all these fucking Bronco fans, you know, talking shit. But it is what it is. We'll bounce back. 3 home games. A chance, 1 at a time, and go out there and just play some Raider football. Get back into what we do, guys. You know what I mean? Just run that football.
Let us know what you guys think about the game.
Yeah, exactly.
and
We
the
love the
upcoming
comments.
games.
Hopefully you guys like our videos. We're starting to get more views, more subscribers. Keep it up, guys. Tell friends. You know what I mean? Let us know what you guys want.
Yeah.
Ask us questions. We'll answer them or whatever. We'll make a video during the week if we got a lot of questions. Let you guys know what's up.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace
Until
out.
next week.